Doesn't that look good? That's a copycat keto spinach and bacon cream sauce pasta. I got it from Stovetop Kisses, and today I am going to make the keto version. I'm going to take you from the pan to the platter to the plate for this Fabulous Foodie Fridays.
Fabulous, too fabulous. I'm saving lives while saving mine. Smooches.
Okay. I saw this recipe by Stovetop Kisses, and she did this wonderful recipe. It's a spinach and bacon cream sauce, and it looks so delicious, but I can't have it because of the noodles and stuff. So I said, you know what? That looks really good, so I'm going to make it keto. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start off with salmon. I did choose salmon, which she does have salmon on hers. And she does make mention that you can use any kind of protein, any kind of meat. You want to use crab, shrimp, chicken, whatever. But I'm going to use salmon because I'm also doing a different recipe. I'm going to do some shrimp tacos, and I'm going to use this salmon meat on it. Ta-da! Because you know I always talk about doing things where you can have your multiple dishes with the same ingredients but different tastes. All right, so I'm going to start out. I'm going to use this blackened seasoning by Zatarain's, and so we're going to put some of that on. We're going to put it on both sides. I'm going to flip over. And yes, I did cut the skin off of one of them. One of them I bought like without the skin, and then the other one I put the I bought it with skin on. But I'm just gonna make sure it's really good. All right, and I'm gonna put this in the skillet that is already heating up. Just listen to that sizzle. Let's go into the video. Okay, I'm going to let this sizzle for a little while longer, and I'm going to cook it on both sides. I'm going to probably cook it for maybe like 3 to 4 minutes on each side. As you can see, I've already flipped it over, and this little piece, I'm going to do something with this little piece, but I'll show you what I'm going to do with it later on. And I have my fish. I have already flipped it already. I have no idea why I keep playing with that little piece of fish, but yeah. And I guess I need them to be spaced out the proper amount. But just roll with me. You know I'm extra. But it's going to be good, and it's going to be so great. And I mean, even just the sizzle was just enticing me. So we're going to put a lid on it so it can go ahead and completely finish cooking. Then that way, I'm going to take the lid off of it, and I'm speeding this video up. And see, I've chopped those little bits of salmon up. I've added some butter, some chopped garlic. Oh, if you all could have smelled that video. If you could stop sniffing the screen. I see you. Stop sniffing the screen because it smelled so good. So what we're doing was we're making our sauce. And I decided to chop that little bit of salmon up into it. And I was like, oh, it's going to make it just perfect. And do not pour your drippings out. Keep your drippings. Add the butter, the garlic, and everything. This right there, you know, I add garlic powder to everything. I just cannot help myself. Don't even know why I do it, but I love garlic. Now I've added my heavy whipping cream. And it's probably a cup. I think I added a cup. I can't remember. But I added the heavy whipping cream, and see how it's mixed in with the drippings that were left over from when we fried the salmon. And it's mixed in with the different seasonings and the garlic powder. And oh, it's just so, so good. And you know I love my cast iron skillet. Did I say I love my cast iron skillet? Did you know I love my cast iron skillet? Now we're going to just add a little black pepper to this seasoning, because we gotta have it, make sure it's really good and seasoned without adding a lot of salt. Then I'm going to add a Creole seasoning by Zatarain's. I guess it was a Zatarain's day today. And I'm going to stir, give this a little stir. And we are going to get this all together because this sauce is so good, y'all. I mean, when it got finished, I could eat the sauce by itself. I was putting sauce on everything. I was like, Oprah, hey, you get some sauce, and you get some sauce, and you get some sauce. You know I'm silly. But it was really that good. But we're not finished with the sauce yet. So we're going to let that come to a little boil. And please do not burn it. And so we're going to add some shaved Parmesan. I love cheese, y'all. I know you probably noticed that from all my other videos, but I love cheese. And I'm pretty sure I added more Parmesan than I showed you. But hey, we're going to go with it. And so we're going to get this stirred in here. This is going to bring your sauce together. Now I'm getting ready to add some spinach, y'all. What I did was I made sure it was very, very dry, and I chopped my own spinach, and then I put it in a paper towel and I squeeze it again. And so therefore, because I don't want my sauce to be too soupy because of an ingredient that I'm going to add at the end, which has a lot of water content in it. So therefore, I wanted to watch my water content, make sure my spinach was extra, extra dry. And we're going to let this continue to cook. And we're going to let it see how it got that little bubble and that little boil going on. Then I'm going to add some bacon. Now, this is some nitrate-free turkey bacon that was smoked applewood flavor, and it was uncured. Ooh, and I did my turkey bacon in the air fryer. But you can use regular bacon if you want to. I just don't because I don't eat pork or beef. Now I'm going to give that a stir because basically my sauce is done. And I'm serious. This sauce is so amazing. Thank you, Stovetop Kisses. Girl, you got it going on. And this sauce is amazing. And I'm getting ready to put in the final ingredient. Zoodles. I have spiralized my zucchini noodles. Well, I've spiralized my zucchini and made zoodles. See, that be getting me tongue-tied sometime. And so I'm going to add in, I spiralized 3 zucchinis, and I'm going to put them all in this recipe. I did them at various sizes. I have a smaller size and a larger size, and I just decided to mix it up. And so that way I'm going to have some super tender noodles, and I have some other bigger noodles. I should have cut them up, which I did later on, but I didn't put that on camera of me chopping them in half. But I just did it in the sauce because it was so good. And these only need to cook about 2 to 3 minutes in this sauce because they're already tender, so they really don't need a lot. Oh, look at that. Look at how that sauce, and I'm turning up that spinach and bacon. Baby, stop licking that screen. That's nasty. You know coronavirus is going on, and you don't know where your screen has been. And I'm going ahead and I'm tossing that. Actually, I'm just keep doing it to mess with you all, so that you can just be salivating. I want some. Yes, go ahead and make you some, child, because it is worth it. This entire recipe only takes about 20 minutes or less. And the beautiful thing is, it's all in one pot, one pan. We're going to say pan, okay, because that's not a pot. That's a skillet, cast iron to be exact. Now I'm going to add some more shaved Parmesan. I already told y'all, I gave you the warning ahead that I was going to add some more. But I really added this more because after I put my zucchini in it, it did have a little watery consistency, but it was still good. So I've added my salmon on top, and I've shredded this this Parmesan. I had a block of Parmesan, and I just took my grater and I grated it. I have heard that if you grate your own cheese instead of buying it already processed, that it has a lower carb count. So I said, hey, we're going to go all the way. So doesn't that look good? Look at that cheese. Look at that. And if you enjoyed this recipe and you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and watch it again and again. And look at this meal. That looks like you got this out of a 5-star restaurant, and you got this from Fabulous Foodie Fridays. So watch again. Be sure to join me on Weight Wisdom Wednesdays and Fabulous Foodie Fridays. And always, if you want to see something, put it in the comment box. I love you all, Flap the Fabs. Mwah! Smooches!